The Democratic Alliance took to the streets saying that it could offer real jobs, while the ANC's promise of 6 million opportunities through its expanded public works program was simply hot air. But in December, the DA bragged in a tweet that since 2009, it had created over 382,000 job opportunities. And when questioned about this apparent discrepancy, the DA had this to say.
Our opposition to EPWP is not to suggest that the entire program is completely wasted, but we're arguing the fact that you need to use it for skills development.
The opposition party could not say what proportion of these jobs were permanent and how many were temporary. But they did say the government obviously cannot keep track of every job created by the private sector over the last 5 years. The Western Cape government believes the private sector must be the main source of job creation. The question is flawed in the sense that it is not the government that creates jobs. This has raised questions about the DA-led provincial government's ability to create sustainable employment. The same issue is accused the ANC national government of failing to do. But while politicians battle over semantics, unemployment and poverty continue to spark the kind of violent service delivery protests the country has never seen before.
1 in 4 South Africans unemployed for many, many years. And we haven't really seen either of the parties referring to that as a national crisis. And it is a national crisis.
Healy says the relaxation of labour laws will help boost employment.
The labour market, insofar as the legislative framework is concerned, for example, is very rigid and very restrictive.
But other analysts believe the private sector must shoulder some of the blame.
Our big companies and corporates who are sitting with cash in billions, not investing it in the economy. So I do think that if there was to be consistency, such marches towards JSE listed companies, big corporates, should be, taken by the DA up, rather than focusing only on government. After all, 70% of the GDP is generated outside the public sector.
Experts agree that a radical approach is needed to tackle crippling unemployment. They've warned that if it's not effectively dealt with, then the recent upsurge in service delivery strikes will just be the tip of the iceberg. Phakamile Hlubi, Johannesburg.
Know more about your world.
enca.com